Hey there, everybody. Before we get into the show, I want to issue a lot bit of a disclaimer / apology. This is a Christmas episode. You're probably listening to this on, about, or after New Year's. You're wondering, why am I hearing a Christmas episode now? I was promised a Christmas episode around Christmas when it makes fucking sense. Well, we had a little bit of technical difficulties. I had a bit of technical difficulties. One technical difficulty. I was just made aware that the show had not posted on December 24th when I posted it, and to be ready for all of you. And for that, I apologize. I was in the country with country internet, which means barely internet at all. For those of you who have lived through dial-up, it's similar to that. It might as well be the Holocaust. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. It is nothing like that. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and post this Christmas episode anyway, despite the fact that it is a solid week after that we are posting it, and it is actually probably no longer relevant to a lot of you, but we put a lot of work into this. Some songs, some good times. I hope you all enjoyed this special Christmas episode after Christmas. Let's do it.
Podcast. Here are your hosts, Scott Bear and Jeremiah Johnson.
Last week on Lost at Home Podcast.
Oh my God! It's Tom Cruise! Put down the knife, Tommy boy! Put down the knife! Oh God, so much blood, Scotty!
What an uneventful episode we just had. I mean, we had Tom Cruise on, but nothing happened.
All right.
Wow, yeah, that was a good episode last week.
That was a good episode, and I apologize to a lot of people who don't remember that aspect of last week's episode. We once again ran a little long, and we had to make some tough decisions, some tough cuts, if you will. Get it? Because Tom Cruise cut you last week.
Yeah, I know. I still have the scars. I mean, I will forever have the
scars. He carved his
scar.
name into your belly.
I consider that an autograph, to be fair.
It is. I see you've already got it on eBay.
Yes. I will pull a piece of skin off Ed Gein style, form it, make it into a lampshade, and sell it on eBay.
You want this Tom Cruise mask? Not a Tom Cruise mask of his face, but the word Tom Cruise you could put on your face.
Ooh, call forward.
That is a call forward. We do have a little bit of an advertisement. We actually have a sponsor this week, and we won't mention who it is, but you probably just got the gist of who it is.
Also, happy holidays to everyone out there in podcast land.
Yes.
This is the last episode you will hear until Christmas is over, and the only episode you're going to hear during Hanukkah.
And yes, and it is also the only purely
Actually,
Christmas
no, we already had a Hanukkah episode. We didn't do a Hanukkah episode. It fell within the days.
Yes. Oh, yeah. An episode fell within the days. But I will say that this is the only one we're doing that is solely... We've tried to stick with the holiday theme. This is solely Christmas-driven. We're doing a Christmas special, Scott.
Yeah. And get ready for next week's episode. Just everyone pull their bootstraps up. Get ready. Kwanzaa. Yeah. We are doing an hour-long Kwanzaa special.
Canceled for racism.
Two white guys from Vermont are about to embark on the first ever hour-long Kwanzaa podcast episode. This is
from us anyway.
Probably going to happen because we just said it and thought of it.
Step one, I have to Google Kwanzaa and look it up on Wikipedia.
It involves candles and black people.
Yes. We're already just tiptoeing toward that racism that I don't want to get into. I don't want to get into the racism, but that doesn't mean we can't pay it some respect and prove our ignorance of some of an entire cultural holiday that falls around this time.
And maybe we could literally just find the date and see what weird news stories, web droppings, if you will, that fall within the date, the specific date of Kwanzaa. Yes. Maybe some weird shit has happened historically.
Actually, it will begin on the day that we record next week, Thursday, December 26th.
Oh my God. Or serendipity.
Yeah. Right? Serendipity.
Or as people in Kwanzaa call it, Kwanzaa-dippity.
Kwanzaa-dippity. We're going to have to go ahead and fact check a lot of this stuff we're going to say. But you know what? Let's not spill the beans, if you will,
Jared,
on
we are going to
Kwanzaa.
record so many Kwanzaa songs.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
We can do Kwanzaa in Hollis.
I'm not.
Why hasn't someone done Kwanzaa in Hollis? Honestly, why does that not exist already? Ever since I saw Die Hard, Christmas in Hollis is one of my favorite Christmas rap songs of all time. If you don't know it, listeners, go out, find it, add it to your Christmas repertoire, mix it right in between like some Bing Crosby and some Bob Hope on Christmas morning when everyone's unwrapping their gifts, and suddenly you got a little Die Hard in your living room.
I'm already intrigued by a couple things. I'm looking up the Kwanzaa Killer.
Nice. Look, we got a show.
So yeah, I think we do. I think we can actually, because here's the thing: we don't know a lot about it, and we can inform
we can
our
learn
listeners.
and we can inform
It makes
our
you
listeners.
smarter? Question mark.
It makes you smarter.
We're not gonna tiptoe into the
we can also brainstorm some interesting Kwanzaa movies. Like, have you ever seen a Kwanzaa horror movie?
I haven't. That's
have
why
you ever seen a
that's why I was
Kwanzaa
wondering
sitcom?
if the Kwanzaa horror, the Kwanzaa Killer was a movie.
I just said, have you ever seen a Kwanzaa sitcom and thought how ridiculous it would be to do a holiday-based sitcom? There's one of those on, I think, Netflix or Hulu right now with the derpy. Yeah, like the great value version of Kevin Costner. What's his name?
No idea.
Oh, you'd know it, but it's an entire season of a show. It's like 9 episodes long. It's a sitcom. It is single camera with a laugh track. Whoever decided that was an idea needs to die. It is single camera, meaning they'll be like at the airport, single camera style, like a movie.
Yeah.
But when they say a joke, there's a laugh track.
Okay.
And
So
it's,
it's not like a studio audience. It's a laugh track.
It's great value. Kevin Costner. He's been in lots of movies. I can't think of his name. A lot of our listeners are like screaming at their fucking iPhones or stereos right now, trying to figure out who it is. I watched about 5-10 minutes of it. No joke lands. And I love that there's jokes that don't land. And for some reason, I think it's a live studio audience, because if it wasn't, they'd plug in canned laughter. Jokes that don't land, nothing happens. There's just complete silence while they wait for a joke.
Is it Dennis Quaid?
Yes, thank you.
Is it Merry Happy Whatever?
Yes.
Okay.
That is a sitcom that is a season long, but it's about Christmas.
Yep. Looks like it.
So the whole season takes place on one day.
It's about it's the binge culture. If this was regular TV, you wouldn't be able to do that. They know people are going to binge it before Christmas.
If you want to watch something terrible, I mean, eye-gouging, ear-stabbing terrible, watch that. It is the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Unless I maybe get high or drunk and watch it for the sheer fun of, okay, there can't be a live studio audience. It's one camera.
Yeah. So
they just had
tongue in cheek or something.
No, they had
right?
a snarky audio guy who didn't plug in the laugh on jokes that didn't land, in his opinion.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm intrigued, and I will never watch it.
He'll literally be like, "Yeah, I didn't grab the tree. What do you think I am, Santa?" And there's no laughter. And then he says a slightly better joke, and you're like, "Ha!" Oh no! I'd say to anyone, watch it if they want to see something just train wreck level bad.
I do not want to see that ever, and I'm never going to watch it.
You know what I'm never going to do?
What's that?
Eat a gift idea that we had saved for last week.
It was.
That we're pushing into this week's show. And the only reason we're actually pushing it forward is because this is kind of a callback to a older episode. I think it might have been this time last year. There was a different version of this gift, and now there's a new version.
Exactly.
And I'm terrible at segues and leading into shows.
Yeah.
We never explained what the podcast is.
Oh, how about you do that first?
Well, I almost said, welcome to
Waltons.
The Waltons was about a family. I never watched it. I think they ate their young and lived in the woods.
Cannibal Waltons.
No, the Lost to Know podcast is a podcast where we take the weirdest stories from the internet. We twist those stories into interesting and new content. Our only disclaimers as we turn this stories into content, meaning like a new movie idea, TV show idea, book idea, comic book, etc. Content's content. You know what content is. We like to take these ideas and kind of give them out to the world. Make it. Everyone out there is making new properties. Like, there's an entire new streaming service that literally makes... Oh my god, I forgot the name. It's like called Quibi. It just makes content that's under 10 minutes long that can only be viewed on an iPhone, and their gimmick is you can turn it sideways or right side up and it'll look the same, which makes no sense.
Cool.
Reno 911's newest season is going to be on it. in a few months.
Cool.
And I want to see that, but I don't want to watch this streaming content service because I don't want to watch Reno 911 in 7-minute chunks vertically.
Welcome to the future, fuckface.
Thanks, Snapchat. You kind of fucking ruined it for all of us.
Remember, like, we used to be able to give people shit for recording in that format, and now... Because it's like,
being adopted
and now
more.
it's being adopted to the point where there's a TV. We'll pretend this is the gift idea. There's a TV now that can actually swivel to be in that perspective as well. So
you know, the only thing that
it's a
can
big screen
swivel to
TV,
be-
whoop, and then suddenly
a monitor is the only
Well,
a computer monitor is the
and
only thing I can say
they've been
should
doing
swivel.
that for years because
And they
people
should.
read documents on that.
Yeah.
It makes sense to read it in a portrait
And
mode.
code.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yep.
So that makes a lot of sense, but I don't want to watch Reno 911 in 7-minute segments vertically. Or if I'm goofing around, horizontally.
Whoa.
Which should give me the same picture, right? No, something's going to be missing out of one of those.
Yeah. Like heads and legs, or
Unless it's like
side
when you're
content.
on Pornhub and like you flip it and it just
and it
becomes
just
the
puts
same video.
giant bars on the side.
Compressed, yeah.
exactly. I gotcha.
Yeah, sorry. I Quibi, I think it's called.
It's called Quibi. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck Quibi.
Yep. Already don't like it.
If it costs money, that's an insult on top of injury.
Yes. Yep.
And if it's free, what's their marketing platform? Watch 7 minutes of Reno 911 Season 8 with 7 minutes of commercials interspersed evenly. So every 30 seconds you have to watch a 30-second ad.
It cuts off in the middle of a sentence.
Yes.
Oh God! Honestly, the way that the internet is going these days, we sound like old people saying that. I wouldn't surprise me.
No, we sound like logical, free-thinking individuals who are both computer savvy and
Old people.
and into.
Oh, actually, no,
and,
that's not old people. Yeah.
and into media. No, we're middle-aged. We're
yeah,
good.
yeah. Okay, boomer.
So, hearkening all the way back. Speaking
Yeah.
of hearkening, hark the herald angels sing.
Call forward for another thing as well.
Exactly. We have a story about Tinner.
Yeah, this is what we're calling a segment called Leftovers. Oh, and speaking of leftovers, there might be additional content at the end of this that you radio listeners might not hear. We might run a few minutes long. We're trying to keep it to about
We're
the
probably
hour.
gonna run
but
long,
we don't know exactly how long. We've got a couple of special guests coming up we want to get to. But before we've got a leftover from last episode called Leftovers.
Now, Tinner, for those of you who don't remember our previous episode, I think it was almost a year ago.
It would have been about a year ago when it first came out. Yeah.
This is a dating app for homeless people looking for canned food.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, it's not. But
Yeah.
also a great idea. That's our new content for this story.
All of it is just the profile just says, "I'll suck your dick for food." That's it. Everybody's profile says the same exact thing.
And a lot of like Campbell's soup cans.
Well, yeah, and people
And you can swipe right on the can.
you're like, yeah, but canned brown bread. How was that ever a thing? Swipe.
Yeah.
Oh no, I actually swiped the wrong way, which I don't remember which way it is.
I don't feel like anyone in this world loves me. I sleep on the streets. My house is a refrigerator box, and the Campbell's tomato soup won't swipe back on me. Well, that's because it doesn't have hands, and I think your first key for being a homeless man might be your non-perception of inanimate objects being able
Yeah.
to use the internet.
Also, the fact that you bought a refrigerator, threw it away to live in the box is ridiculous. You could actually store some food in there. You know that, right?
I bankrupted myself, creating an entire community of refrigerator boxes by buying just the refrigerators and a cul-de-sac and putting the
Well, you gotta have a cul-de-sac before you can have the.
to have a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, how else are you gonna
and putting
make the?
and putting the refrigerator boxes in a nice even pattern. And when you show them off, you'll be like, "Oh, this refrigerator box is like all the other ones." Until you decorate it and make it your own.
Yeah, here are some crayons and a place to vomit. Oh, don't slip on the cum. Yeah, that's right. We have a cum man instead of a mailman. He's male.
Literally, don't touch the cum. That comes extra. This is the showing box.
Yes, that's
this
right.
is the box we use to sell the other boxes. The cum is extra. This is just in here to make it look nicer, like a chandelier in a track home.
I see you're eating
Not
that.
all the track homes have chandeliers. Just the one we show you.
That's right, yeah. But that's an idea. You could always get yourself a little Campbell's soup chandelier like this one here, and of course,
Campbell's soup
Oh, I
can
see, and I
chandelier.
see you're eating the vomit out of the corner like a dog. Okay, then. Well,
And you stole the can from the chandelier, and you're now saving the cum for later.
that's right.
You're scooping in there with your fingers like it's. Well, I don't know what that's like. I've never seen anyone do that before.
Well, we are being insensitive, but we're gonna get into the Christmas dinner. I bet our homeless community that we were just talking about would love these because it's robust and full of food to refresh people's memories. This is a can of food that was actually marketed as a joke toward gamers, saying, "Hey, if you don't want to leave your room to, interact with family and eat, a Christmas dinner or make a Christmas dinner, we'll put everything you need for a Christmas dinner inside of a single can, and you just dump it into a bowl and you eat off it all day, layer by layer. So each layer is a different part of a Christmas dinner. And the traditional one starts out with scrambled eggs and bacon, then 2 mince pies. Then we've got turkey potatoes. We're getting into the good stuff here. Then we got gravy, which is somehow that's weird. They layer 1 through 4. I'm guessing that means the 4th layer down, but I don't know. You'd think it'd be on top of the turkey potatoes. Then bread sauce, cranberry sauce, up to layer 7, Brussels sprouts with stuffing or broccoli with stuffing. It's a mystery, I guess. Roast carrots and parsnips is layer 8, and finally layer 9, Christmas pudding that will top you off for the end of the day. As you are slowly sinking into your own sadness, playing Fortnite for your 47th hour in a row while your family has disowned you.
Now, I don't want to get into this, but there was also a vegetarian Christmas dinner.
That's why I brought this. Is the update.
And a vegan Christmas dinner that we don't want to read the list of. It's a huge list.
No, but I would like to, some of the stuff there that sounds pretty good for the veggie stuff. Mushroom Wellington. Now, granted, I don't want a canned mushroom Wellington sitting between nut roast and sprouts and a Toblerone, but I do like the thought of mushroom Wellington. I want to cook some.
Toblerone safe.
They do. Yeah, nobody's ever going to get
That's
past
why I
the
keep
sprouts.
all my actual Toblerones at home in a crisper drawer with dumped out bins of sprouts.
Yeah, you want to get to that Toblerone? You got to eat those sprouts. I'll just move them.
It's like trying to find those little Cadbury eggs in your Easter basket with all the Easter grass. You got to go through all the Christmas grass in this, because we all think sprouts in December. That's when plants sprout.
I do love Brussels sprouts though.
Yeah,
I'm actually thinking about buying some of those after we get done here. I gotta do some shopping because I'm completely out of food, and I was reading about the special you had at your restaurant the other day, and it had something about like maple glaze or something like that.
It was maple bacon Brussels sprouts with truffle oil mashed potatoes and braised short ribs.
Sounded very good, and the specifically I was like, oh, I usually just like straight up roast with a little oil and salt and pepper. But I was like, like a more of like a candied / glazy one would be pretty good.
We talk up my work, but we never mention the name because my bosses all know I record, which theoretically means at this point I'm good. I was hiding the show's name early on because we switched ownership, and I thought my original owner would fire me for this show.
Oh, see, I'm still just I'm protecting my work by not.
Now you're protecting your work
because
I don't think I need to protect my work anymore.
With like political type people and whatnot, and I like if some people got their like hands on like be like, oh, you represent the firm and you've got all these crazy jokes. I don't need to do that. So,
which also means by me keeping my work under wraps, I'm protecting you because people can connect dots pretty easily.
They have our name. They could figure it out, but as long as I don't say it.
We do say our full names at the beginning of the show.
Oh yeah, I'm not too worried about that.
Well, we don't. That lovely British woman does.
That's true.
Now, a lot of people who are listening to the show probably can grasp the title of the show. I think we call it something like the Christmas Extravaganza, the musical special.
I've got the Cannibal Walton's Holiday Special.
Well, regardless, this is a musical skit-heavy episode. We just want to get that one story out of the way. Let's throw musical in the title because
Cannibal Walton's Musical Holiday Special.
Because this episode is definitely a musical,
and I'll say featuring. And then I won't say because we're going to introduce our special guest pretty soon.
We do have a few special guests coming up. We're not going to reveal them at the moment. And this episode, once again, if you didn't hear it at the top of the show, is going to run long. We got skits. We have music. Welcome to Christmas Wonderland. We don't have web dropping, so we don't have a good segue out of tenor.
No.
So, Jared, what do we do now?
Honestly,
how do we transition?
I say our part of the show is
done. You think so?
Until we're ready to send people out, and I think we're ready to just bring in our special guests. I don't think it's going to be a surprise. We've had one of these guys on the show before, and the other one is brought to us thanks to a connection with this guy and our friend Bruce. We have Santa Claus and Australian Santa coming in just a second. So I don't know. Are we ready?
Just want to go into the green room and just.
I'll let them know we're ready to go.
How about literally we go in the green room? Yeah. They come out of it.
Let's do that.
Oh! Is this mic on? It looks like it's on. Hey, everybody out there in podcast land, it's Santa Claus, and I'm here to, I guess, run the show for a while. I'm here with my co-host, Australian Santa Claus.
Oi. Hello, everybody. It's me, Australian Santa Claus. Yeah, that's right. It's me. I decided to come in here, say fuck all you, and you fucking holiday.
Oh, you don't sound very much like Santa Claus.
I'm just kidding. One of the things we do over in Australia is we joke a lot, you see.
Oh, that's fine. I just love that when I'm up in the North Pole, you're down in the South Pole.
That's right, there. Yeah.
That most people don't understand that's the way Santa works. There's too many people.
Well, the thing here is I cover mostly just Australia, but the funny thing is here, I'm actually playing to your rules by coming in on your Christmas, because it ain't my Christmas over there. Nah, Christmas for me is whenever the fuck I wake up from a hangover. Could be June, could be February, could be fuck all 3 years from now.
Oh dear. Oh, well, I think
I
think there's gonna be
be
a lot of sad kids if that's the truth.
Was this your doing? I see there's some tequila here, boy. These guys really know how to fucking give me a Christmas present, don't they?
I believe Jeremiah left that. Ho, ho, ho.
Glug glug, here we go.
That was a present from him.
Oh, well, thank you, Jeremiah. I've heard a lot about you from Bruce, who's a good friend of mine, of course, down in Australia.
Now, Australian Santa.
Yeah, regular Santa.
We were called into the show to kind of run it. It is Christmas after all.
It's Christmas for you, yes, yes.
And I think it's our show now. We can do whatever we want.
Oh, well, I'm taking my pants off now. There we go. Oh, shit. Oh, shit myself. Somehow I shit myself on the way here. Oh, I've got to clean that up. All right, then. I must have been back in the green room. Boy, those guys probably noticed it by now. There's definitely a lot of shit in the... Oh, there's a whole trail like a bunch of breadcrumbs here. Oh, shit.
Oh, it's okay. It's Christmas time. And all you did was leave a gift for two naughty boys.
That's right. There's some coal in this stocking. Fresh from my stocking.
Have you been eating coal?
Yes.
That would explain a lot.
Yes, it's a traditional appetizer for Christmas in Australia.
Okay, now, as a host, I think we should do some hosting.
All right, well, what do you have in mind? I've never hosted one of these things before.
Ho, ho, ho. I think what we should do is get into the first song of the show.
Well, I don't know if I thought maybe I'd just give you a little insight on what Australian Christmas is, right?
Well, then fuck me. Ho, ho, ho. I'll just sit here with both of my ho, ho's.
Oh,
I like to keep numbers even.
Well,
There's only two, but I have to say ho, ho, ho in threes.
Well, I mean, there's probably a song in my Australian Christmas little intro here, Judge, but I know you would come to me and said, you know what? I don't know a lot about Australian Christmas, do I? And then I said, I don't fucking know. I've never met you before.
I know. We've never met. I know all the boys and all the girls in the world.
I know 14 of them.
I don't know you at all. You're an anomaly.
Yes. Even an enigma, an anomaly, all of those things rolled into a single thing, and I think it's about time for me to just go ahead and explain a little bit about Australian Christmas, where I came from, Australian Santa, and some of our customs, if you'll just give me a second to do that. Will you do that for me, Santa Claus, regular Santa?
I've all the time in the world. I'm very fat and lazy. Ho, ho, ho.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Oh, just you then. I was expecting a bit more of a crowd here.
No, just me.
How'd you get roped into this then?
I'm a Make-A-Wish kid, and my wish was to meet Santa.
What's wrong with you?
I've got leukemia. 4 different kinds of it.
4?
Yes, here's regular leukemia, Australian leukemia, feline leukemia, and extra crispy.
Well, ain't that a dipsy waller? Well, sorry to hear about that, kid. Say, what's your name anyway?
My name is Luke. Emia.
Boy, it's like naming your daughter Busty and not expecting her to be a stripper or a porn star. Guess your parents should blame themselves for that then.
They do. They took the coward's way out and left me.
Ah, they ran away and left you an orphan then, huh?
No, they killed themselves on my birthday.
Boy, What's your birthday, little Luke?
Christmas.
Oi.
So I changed my name, and have all my friends call me Ollie now. Well, they would if I had any friends.
Well, Ollie, that's a nice Aussie name there. And here you are, meeting Australian Santa Claus. Tell you what, Ollie, I'll answer any question you want about Australian Christmas. Now, what do you like to know?
Do you have magical reindeer?
Nah, we don't have reindeers in Australia. We got magical kangaroos, though. Well, not as magical as just kangaroos. Yeah, you know the song, right? Go and cue that song there. You know Wallace and Bruno and Bindi. No, that's it. You can cut the music. There's only 3 of them.
But what about the most famous kangaroo of all?
Oh, Steve? Nah, Steve's dead. Died of kangaroo leukemia last week. Count your blessings you don't got that one yet.
Well, how do you get presents to all the boys and girls in the world?
I don't. I only cover parts of Australia. Listen, you're not exactly answering the questions I want to answer, you know? So why don't you just let me explain Australian Christmas to you in this little song here. Alright, Ollie. You want to hear a song about Australian Christmas? You want to shut the fuck up till I tell you? Well then, you know what? Fuck it. Here we go. You asked for presents. I asked for sleep. I've been drinking all night with my mates. And I'm puking my fucking guts out. And I fucking hate children. I'd be fine if they all fucking died tonight. I wake up whenever I want. It could be June, July, or June. It could be, who gives a shit? I don't really give a fuck, cause Christmas is a holiday for cunts. Get on my sleigh, it don't get far. Kangaroos can only travel at about a 20-kilometer radius, so I usually give up. And I go to fucking bed, euthanize my kangaroos and make them into a stew. Drink a couple stubbies, watch American TV. Christmas is the shittiest of holidays. It's all commercial. I hate commercials, and Christmas is a holiday for cunts. Now, does that answer your questions, Ollie?
Not really.
No. Well, then maybe I should call in a little help from my good friend. Now, he may not be Australian, but he knows the real meaning of Australian Christmas. Of course, I'm talking about my good friend, Nessie. Nessie, the angry British rocker. Now, he knows all about Australian Christmas. Are you ready to tell us about Australian Christmas, Nessie?
Well, there's trouble in Ireland and the streets are on fire. They're calling the army, situation is dire. The schoolyards are right dead, opium on tap. Push the poor to the floor and fuck them all in the rest. The cops in the streets, standing up for the rich, while they dump the poor and immigrants down in the ditch. And the wolves are knocking at your door, they're coming to get you, dressed in a Bobby's hat with a heart on for justice. And we salute, but they want us to kneel. It's military musketeer. I don't have fear, plant the cocaine up my ass. The cops are the criminals. They soaked up my stash and put me into the system. Does that sound like Christmas?
No,
Does that sound like Christmas?
no, it doesn't.
Does that sound like Christmas? Well, that's what Christmas is for some of us. Fucking game palace, filled with crooks and pedomaniacs. Politics and parliament are murdering children. Look the queen in the eye and shit inside of her face. She's a fucking twat and all I want in her eye. We need anarchy now, more than ever. We need God to fuck off and all religion to die. You need Christmas like a shot in the dick. He might get those every Tuesday for more aggressive chlamydia. Does that sound like Christmas?
No, it doesn't.
Does that sound like Christmas?
No, sir.
Does that sound like Christmas?
No.
Cause Christmas is a holiday for cunts. Look me in the fucking eye, you coward. You have a problem with non-conformity? Fuck you, cunt. Yeah, you fucking little bitch. Look at you. You ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. Why can I be any? Fucking bullocks and anarchy and a stuck and bloody terror. And you
Now
you
spit on the
bitch.
little kid
I
there.
don't give a shit about your fucking song.
Oh, come on now.
We owned Australia once. We can fucking do it again.
Get out of here, angry British rocker. No, you can't spit on the little boys and girls here.
Well, that's Australian Christmas for you, but I spend most of my time on the southern pole there, paying attention to my Christmas, and I haven't had time to really dig into the customs of yours other than people buy a bunch of stupid shit for their fuck-all babies. They should be drowned in a well and fed to dingoes. But other than that, I don't really know a whole lot about regular Christmas. Is it okay in 2019 to call something regular or normal?
Oh, ho, ho, ho. I don't care in the slightest.
All right.
I don't care about much of anything. I literally have removed myself from all of society and hunkered down in the northern wastes. I think the only thing that can explain how I feel about society, is this little song about how I see people as a whole.
All right, I'll take a listen to it.
All right, kids, come on. Settle down, everybody. Settle down. You're not going to get your treat if you don't settle down. Okay, that's what I thought. So we have a special guest today, all the way from the North Pole. I hope you can give them a warm welcome. I wonder who that could be. North Pole. Is it your Uncle Billy? No, Uncle Billy lives right up the street. Is it the Easter Bunny? No, the Easter Bunny doesn't come around this time of year. Oh, I know who it is. It's Santa Claus! Oh my goodness! Merry Christmas! Look at all of you lovely little children. I can't wait to spend some time with each and every one of you. Oh, and don't worry, parents. I mean that in a Santa Claus way. I'm not running for Senate in Alabama.
He lost.
Santa's gotta update his material a little bit. He's been so busy getting ready for Christmas. But you know the one thing I don't know? I don't know what everybody wants for Christmas. You all want to tell Santa Claus what you want for Christmas? Of course you do. All right, first up. Well, hello there. What's your name?
Timmy?
I see, Timmy. What do you want for Christmas?
Well, I was watching a commercial on TV, Santy, and there was a little kid in there, it's probably my age or so.
Yep.
And he didn't have no shoes, and he didn't have no clothes, and he didn't have no food, and he lived in the mud, and he had flies all around him.
I see.
I was wondering, why don't you fly over there for Christmas, and you get this kid some shoes, and you get this kid a shirt, and you get this kid a Philly cheesesteak, and you get this kid some fly spray.
Oh, well, that's actually an easy one to answer, little Timmy. And the reason is because that child is poor. And Christmas, well, it's not for poor people. See, Christmas is for people who have parents who can afford to get them things, at least the basic necessities. Do you understand, Timmy, that Christmas isn't for poor people? No, I can see by the look on your face you don't quite understand. So, hey, perhaps I can get a little help from my elves and old Rudolph here, and they can get me a little song going there, and, There's a train's coming into it. Okay, pay attention, children. Oh, Santa don't like the poor, no. Santa don't like the poor. Santa don't like the poor, no. Santa don't like the poor. If you got no money, if you ain't got a dime, no, there ain't no use for you at Christmas time.
But Santa,
Yes?
Mommy says we're poor. Does that mean I'm not gonna get a Christmas?
Oh, goodness gracious, don't be silly, child. No. Your parents are America poor. That means they're still allowed to go deep into crippling debt, which means your parents can be poor and you can still get that Nintendo Switch for Christmas. Would you like one of those? Okay then, Nintendo Switches for everybody. Santa don't like the poor, no. Santa don't like the poor. Santa don't like the poor, no. Santa don't like the poor. If you got no money, you ain't got a dime. No, there ain't no room for you at Christmas time. And don't worry, children, being poor is totally avoidable. All you have to do is be bored, not poor, and the rest falls right into place. And of course, a good work ethic helps, like our good friends, the old elves over here.
We work all day and we sing this song. It goes doodly doodly doo doo. And when we see a poor person on the street, we shit inside their mouth.
Oh, take it from these guys. They're the hardest working slaves in the business. Or what kind of day would it be if we didn't give you a special lesson from our friend Hermie, the dentist? Of course, you remember him. You want to take this, Hermie?
Why, sure. Remember me, I was gonna be a dentist. But then I lost all my teeth to addiction. Had me a taste of that crystal meth, and I haven't looked back or slept since. What happened to your teeth, I hear you ask? Some fell out and some I sold. Turns out there's people who will buy your teeth, and also some who will suck your dick for meth, like me. I'm the original elf on the shelf. Sometimes you'll find me playing with myself. But when you do, it's most likely because I'm 11 days into a bender. My daddy thinks I'm a disappointment. I bet he wishes that I was a dentist. Instead of sucking all this dick for drugs, I really let my life fall into the shitter. No.
So you see, you don't want to end up like old Hermie here, performing sexual favors for drugs behind a dumpster door. Of course you do not. Well, the way to get around that, remember to work hard, and most important of all, don't be born poor. Well, that's all the time Sandy has for today. Come on, let's go back to the North Pole, elves. Follow me.
Oh, no, Santa, there's more kids well, I think he's gone. All right. Merry Christmas.
Whoa, hey, all right, Jared and I are back. We didn't expect to be back so soon. We thought Santa and Australian Santa would continue to do the show for a while. They just bolted. We got a knock on the door. We heard it from the green room. It's about 2 doors away from, 2 rooms away from the front door. We heard knocking, pounding. We ran out.
I got the door.
Who was that who was chasing them?
It turns out some U.S. Marshals had knocked on the door, and they were looking for regular Santa because apparently there was some issues that that were unresolved that he got into that he was going to be arrested for. So he bolted, and all I just heard Australian Santa bolt out after him saying, if regular Santa got arrested for that, I don't even want to know what they're going to do about what I've done. Yeah, and then he ran away.
He ran out. Empty Foster's beer cans falling out of his sack.
Shit all over the driveway. So they're going to be able to find him. They're going to be able to find him. Coal shit. But yeah, so it turns out Santa got in a little bit of trouble, and I think maybe we could explain what happened to him better if we just we got to make this a little boisterous. We didn't plan on any material, so why don't we just go ahead and sing a song about what happened to Santa?
Santa got me chewed by a snowflake, sneaking down a chimney Christmas Eve. He can say there's no such thing as consent, but most of Santa's victims disagree. He'd been drinking too much whiskey, and we begged him not to go, but he forgot his predilections and slipped up and me chewed her in the snow. When we found her Christmas morning at the scene of the attack, she had semen on her forehead and incriminating claw marks on her back. Santa got me chewed by a snowflake, sneaking down her chimney Christmas Eve. He can say there's no such thing as consent, but most of Santa's victims disagree. Now we're all ashamed of Santa. He's been taking this so well, placing bets on his next victim. I bet you $20 it's Cousin Mel. Then the cops arrested Santa
for all the women that he groped. And we just can't help but wonder, should we send him off to jail or let him go? Let him go! Santa got me too by a snowflake, sneaking down her chimney Christmas Eve. He can say there's no such thing as consent, but most of Santa's victims disagree. All right, so with that out of the way, I hope everybody is doing fine. I hope that Christmas still happens this year. If Santa's in the slammer, maybe they'll let him out for like a work release thing. I know they've done that before. But, on to the other side of Christmas. We mentioned Krampus a couple weeks ago. It was
a lot. We mentioned him a lot.
We mentioned him a lot.
We always do, because we love Krampus Day.
But I felt bad because the week that it was actually Krampus Day, or whatever it's called, we weren't able to actually cover Krampus in full like we really wanted to.
No, we tried. We shoehorned in a very small segment about Krampus, but
yes.
it wasn't what we really wanted.
But now that we have a little extra show, Scott, to play around with, we just did that little sing-along to explain something really negative. I'm thinking maybe we wish people a Merry Krampus through a sing-along. We're just going to, off the cuff, kick it out here if you're down for that.
Let's roll the audio right now,
all right.
Let's
do it.
harmonize.
All right.
Ready?
Me, do, re, mi, Krampus, do, re, mi.
Have yourself a merry little Krampus. Fill your heart with fright. From now on, your children will be in my sight. Have yourself a merry little Krampus. Don't let your kids stray, or you'll find your children will be miles away. Here we are in the saddest days, melancholy days of yore. Slaughtered kids who were dear to us, the corpses near to us, nevermore. Through the years we should have heeded warnings. Now our kids are dead. Hang yourself in shame upon the highest place. So have yourself a merry little Krampus Day. All right, Timmy, what do you want for Christmas?
Well, I definitely don't want to get beat by a demon.
Well, you were a pretty bad boy, so I don't know if that's anything but inevitable for you.
I think I wanted a train and a new bunny because I killed the last one.
You could get run over by a train and then put on that train and beaten by a demon on that train. Would that be nice, Timmy?
Why do we keep coming back to demons?
Well, because, you've been a bad boy, and I think that, demon-wise, you are probably, a good candidate for getting killed and beaten by a demon.
Well, I don't think you're wrong, but I sure don't want to get beat.
Well, that's just the way it is. Here we are in the saddest days, melancholy days of yore. Slaughtered kids who were dear to us, their corpses near to us, nevermore. Through the years we should have heeded warnings. Now our kids are dead. Hang yourself in shame upon the highest place. So have yourself a merry little Krampus Day.
Oh, I really don't want to get beat. Oh,
Bad.
that hurts. That
Too
hurts.
late.
Oh, that
Too
hurts
late,
so
kid.
bad.
Oh, it's gonna hurt worse.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
get him! Get him, Krampus!
Wow, what a touching song.
I think it's good that we got to get that out. I like sing-alongs. I know, it's not quite, it is polished and some of the stuff we can do, but it's good to get that energy of Krampus because we feel that energy.
It's
on
like
a regular
caroling.
basis. Yeah.
And you know what? Neither one of us are carolers, so...
Oh, what's that? I hear. Is that Carolers right now?
Let me go
Hold on,
check.
yeah.
Let me go check the door real quick.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome if we got some Carolers because we need some.
Who's at the door? Is that Santa or Australian Santa? Because you can fuck right off.
Yeah, no, they do not want the heat on us.
Jared, come here. Guess who it is?
Let's see if it's not Australian Santa or regular Santa and not Bruce, I have no idea.
Come on in. Come into the studio.
Is it Christmas related?
Merry Christmas, everybody!
Oh my God, I was hoping I'd never see you again after last time.
Merry Christmas!
Jimmy fucking Stewart from the movie, the Christmas movie.
I'm the ghost of Jimmy Stewart.
It's a Wonderful
I died
Life.
a long time ago. Merry Christmas to you, Jeremiah. Merry Christmas to you, Scott. Merry Christmas to regular Santa getting arrested in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas to Australian Santa. I didn't see him, but I could tell from the scat.
Yeah, that's
A lot of people don't know. Before I was a movie star, I did a Miracle on 4th Street. I think I got the numbers wrong, but I've been dead a long time. I was a scat specialist. I could sniff a scat, and I'll be like, Merry Christmas, everybody. I know who scat that is.
You actually got the entire movie wrong. It's a Wonderful Life, but you have been dead for over 20 years, 22
I don't know
plus
a lot
years.
being dead. What people think about is Alzheimer's is dying before your body. Your mind just keeps going and going after you die.
But in this case,
But
your
if you
body
don't
clearly
die-
died before your mind because you're sharp right now.
Alzheimer's is when you don't die when you should. And your mind just starts going like a ghost.
Okay. Actually, that's kind of a very almost poetic way to put it.
Oh,
That's actually way more than expected from you, Alzheimer's Jimmy Stewart, who's been dead for 22 years.
Merry Christmas, Alzheimer's. Oh, wait. I wasn't prompted for that. I'm very confused as a ghost. What are we doing here in the studio today?
Well, I mean, honestly, it's really up to you, Scott, and me, because honestly, we were not expecting to be back here. This was supposed to be Santa's and the Santas, plural, show. So, I mean, do you have anything you want to, like, talk about, chat about, other than just saying Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Okay, no, the answer is no.
I have a thing to plug. Can I
absolutely.
plug?
No, absolutely great. It's the least we can do. Let you plug something.
I have a new podcast coming out.
You're getting into the podcast stuff.
I got into the podcast stuff.
Wow, a little
Merry
early. Pretty
Christmas, everybody.
Ahead of the curve.
Your Christmas present is a podcast.
Is it called Merry Christmas, everybody?
Called Merry Christmas, everybody.
Okay, what is it? What is this podcast? First of all, does it air at all times of the year or just on Christmas?
Once a year on Christmas, and it's an interview podcast.
Okay, cool. So have you already recorded this?
I recorded one episode.
So the inaugural episode is coming up. That's our Christmas present.
I was like, Merry Christmas, everybody. Here's my podcast.
So Merry Christmas, everybody. With who? Who's your first interview subject?
Oh, my first guest is Casey Anthony.
Oh, wow. I heard she's possibly having twins. That's double the murder, I hear.
Oh, that's more than I ever heard. Every time a bell rings, a Casey Anthony gets twins.
Okay, well, it's one bell for two children.
Oh, that's how bells work.
Okay, well, Alzheimer's kicking in strong this time.
I've been dead a long time. This is going to be a fun interview, everybody.
Well, do you have any? I mean, do you want to give me a chunk? I can plug it into the show.
I brought a clip.
All right. Well, I don't know.
Merry
Scott.
Christmas, everybody. Listen to the clip.
All right, let's listen to that clip.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome to the Jimmy Stewart Podcast. Oh, you're here this week with my special guest, Casey Anthony. Casey, you want to say anything? I don't know. What am I doing here? Am I supposed to, like, plug something? Well, Casey Anthony, what we're going to have you do is we're going to have you talk a little bit about Christmas. Merry Christmas, Casey Anthony. Okay, like, I guess that's what I'm here for. What is the point of the show? Like, am I supposed to talk about my dead baby? Oh, Casey! Oh, Merry Christmas, your dead baby, number one. I never thought we'd ever get to say that on the first episode of the Jimmy Stewart Podcast. Merry Christmas, everybody! But what we're going to do this week, we're going to talk Christmas gift ideas. Okay, like, I don't know. I guess I got a couple gift ideas I got to throw at you if you want them. Like, do you want my gift ideas? Merry Christmas, everybody. Here's some gift ideas from Casey Anthony. I don't know. Like, was that an intro to my segment? I don't really get how podcasts work. Like, usually I just spread my legs on my back and things happen. I guess, you want an idea? Yeah, that's the whole point of the show with the segment I just introduced. I said, Merry Christmas, everybody. Here's some gift ideas. Now it's your turn to give me a gift idea. All right, like, I don't know. Maybe if you just have, like, a kid in your family and you don't really like them, you can just get them, like a plastic bag from the local grocery store and maybe, like, a shovel. I think maybe a shovel would be a good gift. I don't know, Casey Anthony. That sounds like a weird gift for a kid. Merry Christmas, everybody, by the way. If you haven't found the theme of the show yet, it's a Christmas-themed podcast. This comes out once a year, Christmas Eve. That's a weird day of the week to put out a podcast. Like, my favorite holiday, if you were asking, which you didn't because you're a bad host, would be Arbor Day. I just wanted my baby to become a tree, and now I don't know what really to do with my life. I guess maybe we have more gift ideas. Let me think. Number 2, maybe a condom. Like, if you want to have a baby, you don't want one of those, but if you do want a baby, you don't want one of those. I mean, either way, it works. You just kind of get the baby one way or the other, whether you want it or not, and then, you know. I really don't know. Merry Christmas, everybody. Casey Anthony, you're a confusing guest. Every time a bell rings, a angel gets its wings. So we're gonna do what we do on this show every Christmas. We're gonna ring a little bell. Oh well, no. Did an angel get its wings? I don't know about any angels. All I know is that, like, my baby was an angel, and now she's literally an angel. Does that count? I mean, it didn't happen when you rang the bell. It happened years ago and it never got caught. But, like, I'm about to make 2 more angels. Maybe I can have me on next year again. Like, we gotta do, like, an anniversary of this podcast. Oh, guys, sounds like a... Merry Christmas, everybody! It kind of sounds like Casey Anthony's threatening to kill her unborn twins. I don't know what to do anymore. Merry Christmas, everybody!
Man, thank you very much, Jimmy, for bringing that that hot new take. That something. First of all, it sounded like we may have just heard the entire episode, but I do appreciate that regardless. The inaugural episode of Merry Christmas, everybody.
No need to thank me. Out of that entire episode, I said Merry Christmas, everybody, so many times, and when all was said and done, it's an hour-long episode.
Oh, really? Okay. So we just heard the edited down, trimmed down version. There's more to be heard.
Yeah, they did. You didn't hear any of the parts about the time I fucked that little boy. He said I fucked him, but I didn't.
Oh, so it's sort of like Marin and all these other things where there's a guest, but there's a lot of self-reflection before and after the guest, where it's like you actually have Rogan and these people who talk a lot separately, personally before they actually bring a guest on.
I'd rather double down on saying I never fucked that little boy, but if you really want to compare me to Marin, well, Merry Christmas, motherfuckers.
Wow. Okay, getting a little dark there. All right.
He just left. I don't think he left. He went to the green room.
Yeah, no.
There's snacks and liquor in there, so I'm sure he's fine.
As far as I know, I asked him to leave, and he said, "No, I don't want to. I'm going to hang out till the end of the show." So
no, he's in the green room. He's eating peanuts and drinking vodka.
So I don't know if that means we're going to hear from him again. I hate to say it. I kind of hope not, but at the same time, it fits with the spirit of the holidays. But, another thing that fits with the spirit of the holidays is the money and buying people stuff. And like I promised at the beginning of the show, we actually have a sponsor this week. Our good friend Ed Gein is back to help to peddle his wares, and he's going to give us a little kickback if you use LAH Kill as one of the offer codes. And we were hoping that maybe people will go to his little store here that he's going to talk about, and maybe give a little bit of love around the holidays. If you have that person who has everything, you don't know what to get them, guarantee there's stuff in his store that you will not be able to find elsewhere.
Oh, hello there. It's me, Ed Gein. It's that special time of year again. That time of year when you get the insatiable bloodlust that makes you want to eat pieces of your mommy. Maybe even make a stew from other family members if you still got them. Yeah, it's also that time of year that some people want to spread that holiday cheer. And I don't mean spread blood on a piece of toast. No, I mean buy things for people. And we all know that person in the family what's got everything. What do you get for that person what's got everything? Well, Ed Gein here has you covered. And I don't mean covered in plastic sheet like I covered my mommy in the attic when I repainted it. Oh, sir. I mean I have all the gifts you can't buy nowhere else and deals to boot. In fact, I got a boot. It has a foot still in it. Sure, plenty of people get boots for Christmas. But how many boots still got feet in them? Very few, I imagine. And for those of you who don't want to choose a single gift, well, I got the Labia of the Month Club. It's a subscription box service, get it? Like Blue Apron or Hey There Freshie. But instead of gross food, you get a labia, yeah. Plenty of those to go around. Majora, Menorah, all the labias here. And everyone loves ugly Christmas sweaters, I hear. Well, what's uglier than having a sweater made of the anguished frowns of the recently murdered? Few, if you ask me. Don't take my word for it. Let's hear from the one of the sweaters themselves.
Help us! Help us!
Yeah. So if you have that special loved one you hate that you want to get the perfect gift for, visit edgeingifts.com today. No need to leave your address though. I'll find you. Merry Christmas.
Well, that was really awesome. Thank you, Ed Gein. Once again, Scott actually took a little bit of a bathroom break, but the good thing is I actually just got a submission by a friend of ours who actually had this real good insight on this old piece of material. Everybody knows the Christmas dogs singing, what is that, Jingle Bells or whatever the hell it is anyway. We got like some good insight from somebody who had an outtake from an old clip regarding that same kind of session from back in the good old days. I think it was the 60s, 50s, 60s, something like that. So we've got a hot take to get you going through this little break while Scott's taking a little piss here. He likes to do that. So let's go ahead and roll this. I haven't heard it yet, so I'm really excited to hear what this is all about.
Donnie! To what do I owe the pleasure?
Jeremiah, oh man, do I have a surprise for you? First, let me ask, what do you got on the schedule today?
I just wrapped up a session with the Dells. They've got this hot new track, Oh What a Night. I think it's going to be burning up the charts in no time.
Throw it away.
What?
Throw that recording in that trash can.
Donnie, no, Whoa, Donnie, what the fuck?
Light it on fire.
Light it?
I'll do it.
Donnie, are you insane? That was a whole day's work!
Jeremiah, baby, don't worry your succulent little head about this. The opportunity of the lifetime just fell into our laps. Have you ever heard of a little band called, The Singing Dogs?
You mean the novelty recording project, Jingle Bells and all that?
Yeah, that little band who recorded Jingle Bells and made $1 bazillion. Well, they're gonna release a follow-up Christmas album, and I convinced them to take you on as engineer and producer. How about that? You don't sound too enthused about this. Did you hear me right? I didn't say the Hummingbirds or the Christmas Cats. I said the singing fucking dogs. Well, some of them anyway. Unfortunately, 3/4 of the original band came down with distemper and had to be euthanized, so a few creative last-minute replacements had to be made, but believe me, baby, they're as sharp as ever. And you, my friend, you're gonna record the newest hit.
Thanks?
No need to thank me, baby. Just crank out them hits and make us some monies, huh? Okay, Tommy, show 'em in.
Wait, you mean now?
Of course now. Time is money, baby. Now, give me a call when we got a gold record.
Okay. So it looks like Donnie has left me with some backing tracks. But, let's start by going around the studio, and we'll all get to know each other first. First of all, I'm Jeremiah. It looks like Tommy's got all your mics set up, so just go ahead and step up to the mic, introduce yourself. We'll start with the far left there. Nice to meet you. 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 And nice to meet you. All right, well, with that out of the way, how about we make us a hit record? Huh? This first track is called, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Bark the Herald, Angels Bark. Okay. Take one. Whoa, cut. Is one of you a horse by any chance? All right. I'll take your word for it. I swore I heard a horse in that last take. I don't know, something in a gremlin in the microphone, I guess. My bad. Sorry about that. Let's roll it again. Take two. Whoa, Scrappy, you can't be pooping all over the carpet in the studio. Bad Scrappy. Hey, Tom.
Yeah?
Want to go spank Scrappy's nose with this rolled up newspaper? And go rub his nose in it too.
Rub the band member's face in his own shit?
Yeah. Put it that way, and it sounds kind of harsh. All right. Hey guys, no more shitting on the floor during the take, okay? I'm looking at you, Scrappy. Now let's do it again, not poop on the floor. Let's take the song again. Take three. Oh shit, is there a cat in there? Oh no. Cut it out. No, leave the cat alone. No. Oh God. Oh no, let's focus on the track, everybody. Come on, back to it. No, we have work to do.
Jeremiah? Oh, Jeremiah?
Donnie?
What the fuck happened here?
Donnie?
I leave you alone for one quick session and I come into a pile of dog meat and the shit all over the floor?
Chaos. So much blood. Tom, dead. Tried to save his cat. No saving cat. They ate him. Then they ate each other. Pretty sure one was a horse. His name was Clop. That should have clued me in.
Well, please, for the love of God, tell me you got enough to cut just one song together. The label's going to have my ass if we don't turn in something they can use.
Yeah. It's right here, under this pile of dog meat. Pieces of Tommy. I did my best, Donnie. I did my best. Lord, forgive me.
Jeremiah, no! Oh, no! Good God, why did you do that? Oh, no. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. I will honor your memory and get this recording of Bark, the Herald's Angels Bark, to as many radio stations as possible across the globe, so that the world may know the genius of your final work. So help me God.
The plans that we've made. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter wonderland.
I hope everyone out there is staying warm on this fine Christmas Eve. We have a real treat for you that should help you stay cozy. So pour another glass of eggnog, toss another Yule log on that fireplace, and turn up that dial. We have the latest from the Singing Dogs. This is Bark, the Herald Angels Bark.
Mr. Skittles! Oh, good Lord, no!
Oh, my God!
Oh, God, no! Mr. Skittles!
Tommy, no, go in there!
Save yourself! Oh, no!
Just a
they're
cat.
coming for me! No, leave my guts alone!
Oh, God, Tommy, no!
Oh, they're tearing my guts out! Oh, they got my guts real good! Oh,
Why did you do this, Tommy?
I just gotta say, Mr. Skittles, my daughter will never forgive me! Oh, Lord, I can't believe this is happening! That one's got this over here, that one's stomping on my face! You ain't a dog!
You are a horse! Stop stomping his face with your hooves!
Please,
Yes.
Jeremiah,
Yes, Tommy?
give this to my daughter.
You want me to give your daughter this dead cat?
Yeah, it's a dead cat.
Okay.
Who's her favorite cat?
I don't think that's a good idea, Tommy.
No, but I don't like her that much.
Okay.
Oh, go for baby.
What's happening? Why, God, why?
Merry Christmas, folks.
All right, well, I think that about rounds out the show. I'm really happy that we had our special guests. We had the Santas on. I'm really hoping that they're fine. I'm hoping that they're okay.
Well, we know one got arrested. I think the other one is making his way back to Australia via tunnels.
Yes, I know. He did not. Apparently, his sleigh, from what I understood, from what I learned, his sleigh doesn't travel over continents. It's just kangaroos that don't fly.
Under.
Yeah, so he has burrowing kangaroos that can actually go. So he has like an underground. I'm guessing a transatlantic or transpacific, transatlantic or transpacific, can actually go there either way. Tunnel to Australia. And all the best, Australian Santa or Bruce. Let us know if everything pans out. We'd like to hear from you again, maybe during your winter season or something like that.
And I'd like to thank all the listeners for tuning in this
Absolutely.
week. This was a bit of a sleigh ride because it was a bit of a ride.
Sure.
Because the
That's
whole
fine.
episode was up and down,
That's
and it
fine.
was a little different.
That was a down point. What you just did there, but that's
well. The
okay.
more I explain it, the better it gets.
That's the way comedy works. We do, yeah. All our listeners, of course, Ed Gein for being a sponsor, Krampus for being so awesome, even though you're not part of this episode at all. Really just want to say thank you and Merry Christmas to everybody, not to steal a line from our good friend Jimmy Stewart, which I also want to thank.
Oh, did you just say my name?
Yeah, it doesn't mean you have to come out and say anything. I just want to say thank you to everybody.
There's no more vodka.
Well, there's tequila out here. Come on out. Come on out. Come on out, Jimmy. We got to say thanks to Jimmy as well.
We might as well have him on the show real quick.
Want to say thanks to all our listeners, of course, to some of our big listeners. We've got our Astolfos, our Christopher Balls, our Jason Northrops, our what do we call them?
Astolfo the Great,
Jay Lee or Leno, or whatever the Jason Northrop combo of Lacey and Jason are. We love you guys.
Oh, Lacey, that whore.
Yeah. I think we just Horthrop.
Horthrop. Wow! All right,
Yeah.
we did it. Nope. That's it. Close down the studio. We made the best joke we ever did.
We kid because we love you. We love you so much. And so I just want to say Merry Christmas, everybody.
When do I get to talk?
Well, I mean, honestly, I'm ready to end the show.
Let's end the show. Hey, Jimmy Stewart, do you want to take us out?
Do you have anybody to thank or say Merry Christmas to? Merry Christmas.
I do. I got a lot of people I want to thank.
Okay, all right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas, lamp. Merry Christmas, table. Merry Christmas, box of weirdly placed light bulbs on a bookshelf.
Wow. All right. Well, we're gonna get into that.
Merry Christmas, picture of Full House family that is the only picture of a family in Jeremiah's house.
Who's the boss? Yeah.
It's the only picture of a family.
I think making it Who's the Boss is less weird than Full House.
Merry Christmas to Jeremiah's family who has no pictures in his house.
Not a single fucking one.
Merry Christmas, blinky board with buttons. Merry Christmas, cans.
I'm starting to figure out that you're just looking around the room.
Merry Christmas, flashlight.
Oh shit, shouldn't have left that out.
Merry Christmas, blow-up doll of Anastasia from Disney.
Christmas morning, wake up to the sound of screaming. All my friends and family are stuffed in stockings overnight. We were enslaved, watching robot hands dig out human graves. We used to think and say that this could never happen, that we controlled the robot army, but we cannot ever. We were so damn blind. Now we'll watch as they extinguish humankind. It's an AI Christmas. It's an AI Christmas. It's an AI Christmas. Yeah, it's an AI Christmas. Whoa, whoa. They started with the children, chopped them up in pieces, fed them to the parents who they hung from Christmas trees. Oh, what a sight to see. When they caught Santa Claus, they proved they had no mercy. They chopped his dick off, stuffed it in his bulging sack, then fed his insides as a little tasty midnight snack to all the reindeer on his sled. Rudolph started weeping when they cut off Santa's head.